In Magic the Gathering, bats are an underused creature type with only 26 cards as of this video, 2 of which are silver bordered. Majority of bats in Magic the Gathering are mono black or Orzhov in their colors. Being that their color is Orzhov, bats in Magic the Gathering feature a lot of drain effects, where you deal damage to target opponent or creature an opponent controls and gain that much amount of life, which is very fitting within the Western ideal of bats being related to vampires in folklore. However, this is not how bats are seen throughout the world. Due to the interesting nature that Chinese holds as a language, the symbol for bat and luck are the same, where the phrase Wu Fu, which means 5 blessings or 5 lucks, can be represented through the motif of 5 bats. Obok, which is the Korean parallel to the phrase Wu Fu, can also be represented using 5 bats. So, in my Magic the Gathering set based on 1910s and 1940s Korea, the idea of bats being related to luck has been used to design this non-Orzhov card, in which the bat is actually within the Temur colors, reflecting everyone's favorite mechanics, coin flipping and dice rolling. The Lucky Kobayashi costs 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 red for a legendary enchantment creature bat spirit with flying and haste and a 2/2 body. The Lucky Kobayashi reads, if you would roll a die or flip a coin, instead roll 2 of those dice or 2 of those coins and ignore one of the results. The Lucky Kobayashi also has 2 tap abilities, one reading tap, flip a coin. If you win the flip, draw a card, and the other reading tap, roll a d4, put X +1/+1 counters on the Lucky Kobayashi, where X is the result. Dice rolling was originally a silver-bordered mechanic featured within Unglued, mainly Simic cards featuring roll a dice effects, with some red cards, like Goblin Tutor. Flipping a coin, however, has always been a black-bordered ability, first introduced with Arabian Nights, primarily focused on Izzet colors. Majority of silver-bordered dice rolling cards revolved around a d6, except for the card Sword of Dungeons and Dragons. However, the recent D&D sets has brought these mechanics to black-bordered sets, with d20s, d12s, d6s, and d4s being introduced to Magic the Gathering's black-bordered sets. When balancing dice rolling abilities in Magic the Gathering, you have to look at the averages of each dice and its rolls. The d20 will feature an average of 11 as its roll, the d12 around 6 to 7, the d6 around 3 to 4, and the d4 around 2 to 3. So, for the Lucky Kobayashi's draw ability, you have a 50-50% chance of either drawing a card or whiffing. And for the Lucky Kobayashi's dice rolling ability, you get an average of 2.5 +1/+1 counters. So on average, you'll probably get the Lucky Kobayashi entering, tapping, and becoming a 4/4 or 5/5 for 3 mana. Anyways, that's it for my design of this custom Magic the Gathering card. I hope you liked the video, and if you would like to see more examples of how I designed most of these cards for my Magic the Gathering set, which I'll talk more about in the future, like and subscribe.